see against Ghana tomorrow?
Mainly, we play mainly on Astro. So we are of the firm belief that we're going to have some a training facility that will mimic the one at the Accra Sports Stadium. We have not been at the Accra Sports Stadium yet, so we don't know how the pitch looks like. But of course, what they gave us the symptoms there for us was not too good enough. And so, as it were, we are now trying to see how this pitch will be and how we will, as it will, manage the game. But as it stands now for us, if we are likely to meet the pitch at Kwanas here, at the Accra Sports Stadium, I think we are going to see some awful football.
Next question.
Thank you. I'm Charles Sebson. Coach English was the national team that you work with now does not have any record of winning against Ghana in Ghana. Now, your boss, Kwesi Appiah, was the former coach of the Ghana Blasters. Do you feel in him that you have a mission of asserting Ghana for the first time in Ghana?
Mission, as in, the mission is to qualify for the AFCON. And it's really unfortunate that we have Ghana as our next opponent. But for us, we just want to qualify. And as any team that comes our way, we try to do the job and qualify. So it's not about beating Ghana for the first time or beating, there's first time to anything. We have never beaten Mauritania. We beat them for the first time. So everything is possible. But for us, what is in the game will show you can do, what will happen.
Ignatius, good afternoon. I'm Joseph Queen, Max Sports. First of all, I want to know how emotional it is for you and Coach Kwesi Appiah. He was coach of the Blasters some years back, and you have also been a coach of several Ghana Premier League clubs. So I want to know how it feels to be back to Ghana from your own perspective.
I'm not an emotional human being. I'm not an emotional human being. I work with my brain. So for me, it is not about emotions, it's about professionalism. And that's what we want to do. Anybody who knows me too well. For James, I think if you read his book, Leaders Do Not Have to Yell, you will know the personality. So we ask the stuff for us because we always believe that Ghana should be at the AFCON. We also believe that Sudan should be at the AFCON. So that's where the mixed feelings comes in. For me, Ghana football is on the right path. Football is not all about the national team. It has to do with women football, youth football, facilities and everything. And the last time I was in Ghana, when I saw Pram Pram, I think I was impressed, really impressed with the facility at Pram Pram now. And when you look at what women league and what have you, probably we're still on the right path. Rome was not built on in a day. There will be challenges. But I think that if we build on what we have now, in the next 5 to 10 years, we'll be a solid nation back again.
All right.
All right, Coach. I'm Asarawi, Oscar TV. With the absence of Thomas Partey, Jose Pinto, and some 2 other players from the Blasters team due to some couple of issues, do you think it is going to be somehow easier for your team in terms of the midfield play because Partey is the mainstay in the Blasters team and has been their captain?
Did they post it on Twitter?
Sorry?
Did they post it on Twitter?
Well, it has been confirmed that.
Did they post it on Twitter?
Partey's expulsion. Yes, it is confirmed by GF.
Then I have to check it. Then I have to then.
Okay. So if Partey is not going to be available, is he going to play in the
So I have to then watch videos again and see.
Colleagues, let's proceed. The next question, please.
Yeah, Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
As young as you are, I saw an ambitious person in you, and it's helped you climb to where you are now. A very challenging ordeal. How challenging it's been that you get into a new environment. There are now crocodiles missed out in the last AFCON, and unfortunately, you don't have your fortress to play the qualifications at. How is it affecting your performance? Number two, nationality and work at times depends on the person handling the issue. I want to ask, would that play a toll, or has it been bothering you and James Kwesi Appiah? These were since you had a group where your native country is involved. Thank you.
Okay, so for it's always been challenging with, especially when we don't play in Sudan. Me myself, I've never been to Sudan before. I don't know how it looks like. We've always been away. But I think the good thing for us is the first thing is that we have James Kwesi Appiah, who has enormous experience. So he tries to keep it together. And for the boys, I always say that they want to do it for their country, because for now, as it stands now, they are the only hope. They are the only people who bring joy to the country. So they look back at home and they want to fight, because there are those out there fighting for the lives of others. So they are also here to fight for the joy of others, and that's what is keeping us going. With nationality and professionalism, whether I coach in Ghana or I coach elsewhere, it's about profession. If I'm not a professional, you will say that, oh, look at that coach, is not a professional enough. Maybe after that you go to cry, but it's part of the deal. It's not every day that you will be happy. It's always a bittersweet situation. So that's it. It is what it is.
Okay, good afternoon, Coach. My name is Eugene Aporisoti. Now, for the World Cup qualifiers draw, Sudan was in pot 5. And then after their draw, in a group that has 2021 AFCON winners Senegal, 2-time AFCON winners DR Congo, Togo, South Sudan, and Mauritania, Sudan is leading in that group, 2 points clear of Senegal. Then for the AFCON qualifiers, Sudan was also in pot 3. And after 2 games, Sudan is second in that table. What do you think has been the key to that strong performance? 10 games, 2 defeats, 1 draw, 7 wins. What do you think has been that led to that strong performance from James Kwesi Appiah?
Sudan is a big team. Because when you look at the group we are with, Sudan is with Ghana. Ghana is the biggest team, after that is Sudan. Because Sudan has also won the AFCON once. Did you know that?
Yeah.
So Sudan is a big team. So if there are big teams in a team, in a pod, it means that we are able to also conquer them. But at the end of the day, as I always say, it is the hearts of these people and the brain of Kwesi Appiah that is doing the trick, nothing more.
Last question for the coach, and then we'll move to the player.
Thank you. I am Dennis from Focus FM Kings.
Focus.
Your station.
Focus.
Yes.
When were you there?
Come again?
Since when have you been working there?
4 years now.
4 years.
Yes.
Tell us if you start Focus. No problem.
Shall we well eh?
Looking at your orientation and Coach James' orientation in football, you feel there's pressure on you to deliver to win against Black Stars tomorrow?
Pressure to deliver?
Yes, to win against the Black Stars tomorrow.
Real men work under pressure. You are here university.
Yes.
Did they teach you that?
Yes.
Real men work under pressure. So you are even under pressure now. So for them, coaching is a pressure job. Whoever tells you whatever, it's a pressure job. But for us to be under pressure to beat Ghana, Of course, this is not the home of Sudan. So it is not a make or break game for Sudan. At least we can win the 3 matches in our home and still make it to the group with 9 points. Do you get it? So it is not a make or break. And for Kwesi Appiah, everybody knows his pedigree as a coach. He has nothing to prove. Assistant coaches don't add anything. We don't have anything to prove. Sometimes, for 1 year now, nobody even knows I'm the assistant coach of Sudan unless you're a Ghanaian. So I have nothing to prove because he has nothing. So it's just a matter of, that's why I said from the beginning, from the start. It's only unfortunate that we had to meet. I wish this match never happened. That's the reality.
All right, colleagues, let's move on to the player. We will take 3 questions for the player, and then we'll wrap it up.
Welcome, Ghana. Yes, your players, as compared to the Black Star players, and the side of you, do you have that edge that you can stand there in attack?
First of all, I thank God Almighty for giving me a chance in this beautiful new day. And for your question, it's not the first time for us to be in the AFCON. Sudan is not a new team to be in this kind of competitions. Like I said before, we won this before. And I think you remember we beat Ghana before in Sudan and we qualified. So there's no pressure, there's nothing, we are very calm. And we prepare well for this kind of matches. And actually, I'm very happy to be in Ghana. And actually my favorite player is Gianna Samoa. It's a great honor for me to play here in front of his family, against his family, and he's watching. And I'm proud to play that I'm gonna play like him.
All right, Manu, as a striker, you made a move not long ago. You're still within, Libya, that's where you play. You've seen the defenders within the Black Stars, some top defenders, there's Salisu, there's Chiku, there's some top defenders over there. As a striker, looking at the level at which you play and your strength and your skill set, you have what it takes to accept them within 90 minutes tomorrow.
I don't think it's a question that I can answer here.
My question, yes, I have a mic now. My question has to do with, what is that special thing Kwesi Appiah is doing that is shocking you wins since he took over as head coach of the national team?
Okay, first of all, I want to take this chance and thank Kwesi Appiah, Coach Kofi, and all the managers of the club. And it's a courage for you to put your weapon against your country. I don't mean that kind of weapon, understand? But yeah, they're going to represent Sudan tomorrow. And Kwesi Appiah have experience. He was there in the World Cup before, and he was there in Sudan's championship before. He knows the Sudanese player very well. He knows what it needs for us as a Sudanese player to win. And actually, our national team is also full of stars.
Last 2, and then we will be done.
And I just want to say, Jonathan Akron, and of course, you know for that. Gentlemen, welcome to Ghana. How do you feel?
Very good.
Very good. Will you and your other colleagues turn the fortunes of playing Ghana here tomorrow? Because you check the records, you've never been able to do anything better against Ghana here when you come out of Sudan. Number two, are you also taking advantage of Ghana's last two performances, which have not been that well, and that is going to give you an advantage over the last tomorrow? Thank you.
Okay, first of all, like I said, our last match against Ghana in Sudan, we won them and we took the 3 points that took us to Cameroon. And we played against them in Sudan without a fans. So it's not that kind of big pressure. And the good thing is, Coach Kwesi Appiah, he teaches us to play under any conditions. Comparing with the squad of Ghana, that one and this one now, we able to do something today. Tomorrow. We gotta do it.
Okay, thank you very much, colleagues. The next press conference is that of Ghana. The head coach, Otuaro, will be joining us. I want to thank you for your presence, and then also